Have you been surfing porn on the internet? Of course not. But if you have, you may have spyware. If your computer is running slow, or you are seeing annoying pop-ups and flashing security alerts, you may have spyware. Spyware can steal your passwords and lead to identity theft. SuperAntiSpyware.com is a free download that anonymously detects and removes spyware, malware, trojans, keyloggers. Super Anti-Spyware is 100% free. Download Super Anti-Spyware from SuperAntiSpyware.com.
It's competition. I love to compete, and I just can't really see myself doing anything else. I think once the divorce settled and I got kind of reset and the decks cleared here in Vegas and just started feeling a lot more like myself, everything settled down with my family and all the other stuff I had going on, I felt like competing, felt like physically and mentally I was back where I wanted to be and still felt like I could compete, and it's what I love to do, so why not do it? The competitive spirit and the competitive juices were still there. I got to do some grappling and some other things that physically, started things going for me. And, sitting at ringside, commentating, watching the fighters fight, and, seeing the way things are shaping up, it only spurred me on all the more. And so when the UFC called me up and asked if I'd be interested in fighting at heavyweight and fighting Tim for the title, I was like, absolutely. I have a lot of respect for Tim. I think he's a good friend and I think a great fighter, so it'll be an honor for me to get in there and give him a go. I think I'm a better fighter than I was a year ago. I think I've learned some new skills, picked, especially on the ground, in the submission and some positions. I'm a better fighter than I was a year ago. I think physically I'm still very, very good. I've held up very well. I have figured out through this training camp that I do need to take a half a day off more here or there. I can't just push straight through 5 or 6 days as doubles, straight through. I gotta let my body recover a little bit and come back hard again the next day, and that's been an adjustment. Fortunately, as we get older, we get smarter. I'm able to at least honestly evaluate where I'm at, and I hope that continues. A lot of people think I'm crazy or deluded for coming back out at 43, but I guess the tale will be told on the 3rd of March.
Randy's amazing, man. The more he goes, it's like the younger he becomes. He's 43 years old. He's doing the plyometric moves out than we are, and I'm not even 25 yet. And I'm, amazing, bro. He's unbelievable. He's getting ready. He's gonna run through freaking Tim Sylvia like a truck. I think Tim Sylvia's weakness is Randy Couture's strength, which is the takedowns to the ground and pound. All Tim Sylvia can do is try to keep him away at his long reach, and I think Randy will find a way to hit him, get in and take him down, and either submit him or ground and pound him to victory. But the thing with Randy Couture is unpredictable. He can go 5 rounds, and in the 5th round, last minute, he can submit you or knock you out. That's what I think that's interesting about this fight. You don't know where it's going to go and how it's going to happen. And the result is going to be Randy Couture's arms raised after the fight.
It's been a challenge, first of all, climbing back up into competitive shape, and it wasn't like I had that far to go. I've been sitting on my hands while I've been retired. I've been pretty active, but still not up in top shape where I need to be. And I think that, coupled with dealing with the big guys with the heavier weight and the size difference, has been a real challenge. The first few weeks were miserable, frankly, but it just kept plugging away, and I've come out the other side, and I'm feeling very, very good right now. It's a hard drill today. We haven't done this 1-minute drill in the training cycle yet. This was the first day we did that. Normally it's a 3-minute change, and a little more time to wear on a guy in 3 minutes than you do in 1 minute. They're coming in fresh every minute, man. It's hard to keep up, but it's good. It forces me to protect myself, forces me to move. Yeah, it was tough in the beginning. It was a challenge for sure, and you start thinking your conditioning's coming up where it should be, and you get one of these big guys laying on top of you, and you start to think, what in the hell did I sign up for? But just push through, persevere day by day, and now dealing with the size and the weight really well, feeling good, feeling confident, everything's coming together.
Randy has the unnatural ability to be able to adapt to anything. You come at him aggressive, he can adapt. You come at him with a lot of technique and power, he can adapt to that. And it's phenomenal. It's been a great experience for me. I've never been able to train with a guy of this caliber, so it's it's truly impressive.
He's one of the top fighters in the world, and again, I'm looking for that challenge, looking for that opportunity to fight the best guys in the world, and I think Tim is one of the best guys in the world. He's a hard-working guy. He's got great skills. He knows where he wants to keep the fight. He's done his diligent work to be able to sprawl and keep the fight in the standing and use his range and put together very good striking skills. I think he's in a good camp. They do a good job of coming up with game plans that are effective, and I think the only criticism that people are handing to Tim now is that he tends to be a little conservative. He's doing enough to get the wins, but he doesn't fight with that same fervor and passion that he had in those early fights against Rodriguez or Cabbage or some of those guys where he opened up and tried to finish fights. And it doesn't matter either way. He's standing across the cage for me, so I got to be ready to go, whether he tries to coast it out or gets after it. And I honestly hope he gets after it. It makes for a better fight. But I think this is a very good matchup for me. His weaknesses are my strengths, and so get past his hands, get to his body, trip him, knock him down, and I don't take anybody lightly. I think Tim's a very formidable opponent. He poses some very interesting problems for me as a fighter, and my last fights in the heavyweight division were against big guys. One difference being that those two guys were both very good grapplers.
Come March 3rd, you're standing across the cage from Tim Sylvia. What's going through your mind, and what's the outcome going to be?
I'm probably going to be smiling. That's what I tend to do in those situations. I'm sure Tim's going to have that mean, nasty look on his face, which is going to make me smile even more. We'll touch gloves and let it all hang out. Have some fun. Do what we love to do, and that's fight. Get after it.